Hello friends, I am back with another Model 3 performance comparison video. If you didn't get a chance to watch my last video, I'll leave a link in the description. Go take a look. And I ran the Model 3 performance against a 97 Gen 2 Dodge Viper GTS. Had a lot of fun doing that. In that video, I put out a call out to anyone in the greater Salt Lake area that wanted to come out and just have some fun and make a comparison video against the Model 3, just like I did with my Viper. I did get a response, and a couple local Viper owners wanted to come out and make some runs and just do a comparison. And so that's what we're going to look at. Before I get too far into it, that video I made with my Viper did get posted to a couple of Viper Facebook groups, and there was a lot of shit talking, which is fine. It's okay. I know that's how car groups are. But from the Viper driver didn't know how to drive, the car wasn't running right, didn't seem to be even trying. If we think about it real quick, the reason the Model 3 seems faster than it is that no one talks about is the Model 3 performance is rated at 460 horsepower and about 490 foot-pound of torque at the wheels. Now, to do an apples-to-apples comparison, if we throw out, there's a lot of numbers, but if we throw out, say, 15% drivetrain loss, and all gas cars are rated at the crank. Well, the Tesla doesn't really have a crank to compare it at, so that's why we get those numbers at the wheels. So using that 15% correction to make an apples-to-apples comparison to a gasoline car, the Tesla Model 3 performance has more in the neighborhood of 540 horsepower and 580 foot-pound of torque, which right there over a stock Gen 2 Viper puts it at about 80 horsepower more and 90 foot-pound of torque more. So that video I made with my Viper isn't really all that surprising. The Viper's lighter significantly, but the Tesla it's got more power and more torque, especially down low. So before anybody gets their panties in a twist, the Model 3 performance has more power than what most people realize. So, moving on. The other factor that I wanted to throw out there, other than the wheel horsepower versus crank, would be that when I did that video, the DA was about 5,000. So even though we're at 4,300 feet above sea level, 4,300, if you calculate the actual DA, it comes to about 5,000 feet. And that can change. Some days it's 4,600, and I've seen some days it's 8,000 or 9,000. So that definitely takes a toll on the gasoline cars. So when I get all the comments, well, the Viper was broken or they didn't know how to drive. No, the guy driving the car did a pretty good job, and the car runs flawlessly. It's just, you got to look at the circumstances. The Model 3 has more power than you think, and we're at like a 5,000 DA, so that's just the result. Moving on to the next race. So we have this beast right here, a 2001 Dodge Viper GTS Coupe, yellow with black racing stripes. The difference between my car and this car, though, is this car has a fully built motor. Take a look at this. Now that is a good looking motor. So without further ado, let's take a look at the runs. Three, two, one, go.
go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go.